Today we drove up to the Scottish Highlands and at the moment we're at Loch Awe. It took us 5 hours or so to get here. We were planning on canoeing down the Loch Awe, but the weather was really bad, so we had to find somewhere else. We eventually got to an island where we could stay. Still raining really heavily, quite windy as well. And in the middle of the night we heard the water crashing against the canoe, so the water levels have risen a good few inches. So we sorted that out by dragging it up. So we've dragged it up onto shore, as you can see here. We've dragged it up. It's quite full of water. It's full of water, but it's all safe now. And we've had some food. We've had dried carbonara, just not dried, but warmed up via hot water. And now we're going to see if we can get a fire going, even though everything is very wet and very damp. We've just collected a lot of wood from big to small. We've got some Swedish tinder card that we're going to use to light the fire. Well, hopefully, because it's that damp. Every time we've tried to sort the fire out, it seems it started raining, but it's cleared up now. It's a bit sunny. We've got it going. We've had it going for a good half an hour or so now. It took us a good 45 minutes to an hour to get it sorted. A lot of wood collecting, but at least we're nice and warm. We're just airing off our sleeping bags because they've got a little bit wet, a little bit damp during the night and in the evening when it's been raining. That fire will help out loads. I, on the other hand, are sorting out my tea, where we've got dried carbonara, which we've made ourselves. If you would like to see a recipe for that, make sure you comment down below. So it's just dehydrated, so you just add hot boiling water, then mix it and wait a few minutes. And if you'd like to see a recipe for that, make sure you comment down below, and we might do other dehydrated foods so you can take on your camping trips. We're going to let all our gear dry off, like the sleeping bag, all our clothes and the little washing line we've got there. And then we're going to let the fire die down, just let it die down. We're going to put it out and then we'll clean it up in the morning. And then
you won't know we've been here.
Yeah, exactly. So if you ever have a fire outdoors, make sure it just stays the same, and you don't want to disturb any wildlife in the area. If it stays this nice and this dry, we're going to head up to a different location on the loch, a different island, and we're going to camp there for tonight, for tomorrow night, and then on Friday we are going to head to the van and go home. A lovely 5-hour journey.
Okay, turn it off. Big mug of hot chocolate, that.
Ooh. Nice. We're just having a hot chocolate, and then we're gonna call it for a night. We're just gonna put the fire out after this,
See you tomorrow.
and then head off to bed. See you tomorrow. We've woken up and it's that windy. I think we're going to postpone our trip and just let the wind die down. So we're just having a cappuccino, a little coffee, and then we're going to just see how the day goes. This stuff here, this lichen, is old man's beard, and it's luckily the wind has dried it out. It's very good. It sets alight pretty fast when dry. So now we've just got a little wooden stove which we're gonna cook some sausages in. It's like a mini wood burning stove, so I think we're gonna put the grill over it and just cook some sausages. So I'm just filtering water. So you get this little bag and you get the filtering thing, and it just squeezes out as clean water, so you collect it from the lake. So I filled my dad's up whilst he's packing up because we're getting ready to go to another island, and I'm just filling my water bottle up now, and actually I'm quite thirsty. We've got a 3-mile paddle up the loch to some islands where we're going to camp for the night, and then after that 3 miles back to the van. We're going a bit slow, it's a bit choppy at the moment, so we're just going to head close towards the shore. Yeah, we're going to head close to shore so the waves are a little bit less and we're not in the way of the wind and we're not in the middle of the loch. To a headland and we've got another 2 miles to go, and we're not sure if we should ride the waves back down there where the wind is blowing to the van or carry on up. The waves look pretty big for this canoe, so we're still debating. We think it's possible, but we do think it's a bit too much. It is far too choppy for us to paddle up the loch, so we're going to head back to the van and maybe, just maybe, have another paddle on a different loch tomorrow, yeah.
At least we've got that nice view to paddle back to. Look at that.
The island we camped on, and we just camped on top of that hill up there, just up there. We set off on our journey from there, We had our breakfast wrap there. Sausage tortilla. These waves are huge. Hello? Beautiful. Snow on the mountain. And the castle. Kilchurn Castle. Right, let's go. Right, it's really shallow here. Yeah. Like, I can stick my paddle in it. Yeah, proper shallow. Just sand though, so we're alright. Good morning. It's quite cold at the moment and we slept in the van last night just outside Tindrum where we had fish and chips, one of the first proper meals we've had in a week, and we're planning on heading up to Loch Lomond today and we're going to go to the island where wallabies are, which is pretty exciting. Set off from Loch Lomond now. It's a little bit windy, it's a little bit choppy, but it's really nice. It's calmer than yesterday for sure. So we're just gonna go around this big island and head to the Wallaby Island where the wallabies are. Can't wait. We're heading to a statue in the loch, so we're just checking it out. We saw it on the way in, thought it was quite interesting. heading up to the island now, and it feels like we're entering a different world. It feels weird that we actually know there's wallabies on this island.
There's a nesting pair of seagulls as well, too.
Yeah, there's a nesting pair of seagulls, which is really interesting too. So if we can see there, is it 9 feet wingspan?
Yeah, 9 foot.
Yeah, see those, they're 9 feet wingspan, it'd be amazing as well. Can't wait. We are getting very close to the island, so we're just going to stay really quiet, and we're going to quietly drag the canoe up the beach. We see a sign up ahead, so we're gonna read it. And I swear to God, I saw something hopping around just then. If you ever get a kayak or a canoe and you live in England, make sure you come check this out, because this is a once in a lifetime opportunity to see wallabies in the wild in Britain. Now there is some have been spotted all around the UK and Kent, many places like that, but this is the only known location where they do actually live. We've just found out there's capercaillie, the largest ground nesting bird that lives in woodland in the UK. So it's a chance we might see sea eagles, wallabies and capercaillie. There is trails going off in the brush, just like this one there, right down there. So that is definitely signs of wallabies in the area. It could be fresh, but I reckon they're quite old. Some wallaby dung, or what we think is wallaby dung. We've never seen anything like this in the wild before. We've came across this area that's been flattened out. Deer are known to do this, so I'm not really sure what it could be. We've come back from our little trek, so we're going to have a bit of dinner because we didn't have any breakfast, and I think we're going to paddle round the left side of the island, just down there, paddle all the way down, because there is a boathouse, and we're going to check that out and see if it's not as overgrown on the other side of the island to this side. We're just gonna have to deal with that. Ooh. That's camping cooking. Stick everything together. It'll be nice. Everything tastes better outdoors.
That is a fact.
So we're having tomato and garlic with beef and tagliatelle. So I can't wait.
How's your dinner?
It's alright.
Alright.
Thank you very much. we're all packed up and we're going to set off around the island, see if we can see any more wallabies. Yeah, we haven't seen any. Hopefully we can see one, because I've been dying to see one for ages. Let's get paddling. We set off paddling round the right side of the island. It was very choppy waters. Whilst we were paddling round, the GoPro battery died. So these next clips are captured on a phone. This abandoned building was near the boathouse. Round the back was a sawmill. It was very, very old, very, very rusty, and it was quite dangerous because it felt like it was going to fall down. Round the back of the building, there was a trail leading up to a hill, and on the hill there was a wallaby. Now, we saw it, we heard things hopping around. I went down the trail and there was another wallaby even closer. We decided to capture this footage on my dad's camera. It's quite shaky footage since we didn't have a tripod. We were there for a good 20 minutes, maybe even more, maybe half an hour, and we saw it hopping around, we saw it eating from pine trees. We can leave you to watch this footage with these animals. Make sure to like and subscribe. If you want to see more from us, you can check out our Instagram account at AdBenture Life. We've got more photos from our adventure and more photos from our wallabies. We also post quite a lot more on there than YouTube, so if you want to stay tuned when our next video is going to upload, make sure you check out that. See you in our next video.